Hey guys! Tiffany from iHasCupquake and I are bringing you two different characters from the game Undertale that are perfect for Halloween. I will be showing you how you can transform into Undyne, and Tiffy will be showing you how to transform into Mettaton from head to toe. So be sure to head over to her tutorial after watching this video. She's super awesome and super nice, so subscribe to her if you haven't already. I have all the links in the description box down below. Let's start with the accessories first. To create the fins, measure out the size of your ears and transfer it onto some paper. It doesn't have to be precise. We just need a general idea how large the fins need to be to cover up our own ears. From here, start drawing Undyne's fin. The shape I was going for is similar to Batman's wings. The bottom outline is just going upwards again. Once you're happy with the design, cut out the template. Next, trace it onto some crafting foam and cut out 2 of these. From here we can start adding details. With a hot glue gun, begin creating lines like that. These are going to be the red lines on the fins. I made them a little bit thicker at the center just to make them a little bit more three-dimensional. Once the glue has cooled down, we can go ahead and paint the fins with a blue color on both sides using acrylic paint. Be sure to mix a blue shade that is similar to the body paint you will be using. Let everything dry and then paint the rest using red acrylic paint. Now to attach the ears, I will be using hair ties because I find it's such an easy and convenient way. All you need to do is gluing them to the edge of the fins. Be sure to attach them along the edge starting from the top parts, or otherwise the fins won't hold the position that well. And you're done! For the eye patch, I created a template that I tested out first, and then used black crafting foam to create the actual eye patch. Now all you need to do is attaching an elastic band. Make sure it fits all around your head while you slightly pull on it. And then attach it using hot glue. You can also sew it, but I thought this would look better. But I must admit that it can get really hot underneath this eye patch. And you're done! So the last item we need is the spear. For the spear I used thick cardboard from an old box. Again, I first created a template by folding some paper in half and by outlining one side of the spear. Cut it out and you get a perfect template for the spear. Now trace it onto the cardboard and cut out 2 of these. Next, paint it with acrylic paint. I mixed the same color again and then just painted everything. I would suggest you paint both sides, or otherwise you will see the inside later, as you can do it with my spear. For the stick, I actually used my broomstick that I painted in the same color. Let everything completely dry and then attach the top part of the stick using hot glue. Be sure to glue the stick to the bottom part of the triangle, or otherwise both pieces of the cardboard won't attach to each other that well. Now apply some hot glue to the left and right side of the cardboard and to the top of the stick, and then add the second piece of cardboard on top after bending it slightly. Add more glue to the sides if necessary, and the spear is finished. And now, since we're all set, let's move on to the makeup. For the makeup you will need water activated body paint. Using light blue paint, begin covering your whole face. From here, just keep adding more paint until you are happy with the coverage. And be with me guys, even though I've watched every Michelle Phan's video at least 100 times, I still don't know how to do makeup videos, but I try my best. Leave out the lips and the eyes as we will paint them with another color later. You can also paint your neck and your chest area now, or leave it for later. To create more dimension, load up a sponge with purple face paint and then dab it onto the hollow of your cheekbones, the sides of your forehead and the jawline. And then do this again using black body paint to intensify the look. Next, I went ahead and filled in, or rather painted, my eyebrows using black body paint. And now it's time to paint the eyes. Load up your brush with red body paint and begin filling in your eye socket all the way to your eyebrows. Now bring the color below the eye and close to your nose bridge by dabbing the paint randomly to make it look more messy. Next, take a liquid eyeliner and create a thick cat eye. You don't have to, but I thought it looks more badass. To cover up the waterline, I used a black eyeliner pen. And to intensify the black line below the eyes, I use my liquid eyeliner again. Next, with some white body paint, start creating highlights below the edge of your eyebrows. Blend them in to avoid harsh lines. Since the face still lacks some shadows and highlights, I used a sponge and black paint to create shadows next to my nose bridge. I know Undyne doesn't have a nose, but for this look, why not? And from here, I switched to the white color and dabbed the white paint on top of my nose bridge, my cheekbones, cupid's bow, and my chin. I didn't do it neatly, nor tried it to blend it too neatly, as I wanted to create a rather textured skin. This way the surface of our Undyne makeup will look more fish-like and not too slick. It doesn't have to look perfect. And if you still don't like something, you can always fix it later. Next, use a hairnet for the wig and place it over your head like a hairband. And now pull it slightly over your forehead to reveal the pattern. From here, dab black or dark purple paint onto the sides of your forehead using a sponge to create a fish scale-like pattern. And this is how it looks when you remove the net. I would recommend to wait until the paint has dried, or you might smudge the paint. Now you can repeat the step on the other side of your forehead, cheekbones, and your jawline. If you feel like you added too much of this pattern, you can always cover it up later again. Now, since my eyelashes are almost invisible with this makeup, I went ahead and added some fake eyelashes, but this is optional. Now it's time to paint our lips. For this step, I used black body paint to outline my lips and red paint to color them in. But you can also use lipstick as well. And to make them look a little bit bigger, I added a little bit of white paint on top like that. And to make them stand out even more and look even bigger, I added a little bit more highlight to the cupid's bow using white paint as well. Now go ahead and paint the rest of your neck and your chest area. And now we can finally put on our wig and ears. I put the hair of the wig into a ponytail and left out some hair strands in the front, this way we can hide the ears in between. Now go over areas you want to fix, add more paint or highlights, and you're done. Put on your black jacket, some blue jeans, and boots, and it's time to look badass. Oh, and of course, if you want to take your look to the next level, don't forget to add the fitting contacts. And the Undyne look is finished. I hope you enjoyed my first ever costume and makeup look. Give this video a big thumbs up if you liked it, and let me know if you want to see more of such videos in the future. And don't forget to check out Tiffany's video. I have all the links in the description box down below. By the way, I also have a second channel where I post vlogs about my adventures, sit-down talks, and more. So be sure to subscribe to my other channel if you're interested in that. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Have a wonderful day, and I will see you next week. Bye!